one beautiful song that I love. My panel this morning on the hot topics, Solo, Adiambo, and one and only Stevens. Solo twice. Who sang that song?
That's Patoranking.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Patoranking.
She knows the song, but she doesn't.
The big guy is not Patoranking.
No, the big guy is called
yeah, the big guy.
The big guy is not the star of it, right?
No, I think he's the star. He's the star because he's one who gave.
He's one who
gave that scene.
Yeah, he gave.
I don't see much of Patoranking.
Yeah, well, he has a beautiful
name.
Chorus.
And Patoranking has also done the song with the lady from Nigeria, Tiwa Savage.
Yeah, they have a baby now, right?
Yeah.
And she's
married and back to her beautiful figure.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
She's going back. So it's good to see you guys. You're well.
Yes, we are.
Stevens promised us tickets last time we were here to go watch Spectre. Stevens, really, you cannot do this.
Don't make me say this.
You cannot do these things on TV.
How do I offer you tickets? Everyone's looking for these hot tickets.
Yeah.
And now you decide.
You did not call and say, okay, now.
No.
We looked for
how it works is you promise we're going for the movie. Time for before the movie, it's at 6 at 2. You call and be like, so.
The limos are ready.
What time are we meeting?
The roads are being cleared.
So when you go quiet, I imagine maybe it was just for TV.
No. No, it wasn't. But if you haven't watched the movie yet, have you watched the movie?
So I have a funny story about it. Yesterday, my girlfriend and I were like, we have to watch this movie.
Which movie are we talking about?
Spectre. Spectre. Yes. Everybody knows,
Right.
So we're like, we're going to go watch it, and we planned 6 p.m. So when we were planning, because we're talking about, do we watch it at Junction or do we watch it at Prestige? So anyway, long story short, we're trying to beat traffic because we're running. So I'm driving, I'm now behind Junction, it's 6, because we're starting at 6, we're like there, whatever, what are they called? The trailers, till 6:15. So I get in 6:15. I'm like, okay, where are you? Because she'd gotten before and she'd bought the tickets. She's like, I'm here, outside. Like, outside where? I'm here outside. How she's at Prestige.
Happens every
day. So yeah, we did not watch it, but the good people there said we can go today and watch. So that's I've not watched it yet. But
where did you end up at?
Oh, so after that we just went and well, like our frustration, because we asked, can we then watch at Junction, because Junction was still showing at 7. Then the next timing was 8:30, which was late for me because I have to work. So, but they agreed today. They said whatever time you come and watch.
Okay,
so I'm excited to watch.
Okay. So maybe IMAX can do another VIP for us. So
you think?
Probably just get yourself on the black.
Yeah, just give us VIP. You know, us ordinary people now.
And there's all that I don't have like tickets. Just like calling me like sing me those tickets.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to some of the hot topics, some of the things we've seen trending. The Nairobian has a couple of stories. Let's start with this Killer Wives one. We'll mix it up from the Nairobian to what has been happening online. So from love to loath, if you're a rich and stingy man, your wife could be plotting for your downfall. She's there cooking and she's thinking, I'm gonna gut your throat like a fish.
No, stingy man, how? I mean, you're cooking already.
No, you're married and he's rich and stingy. So you have money, but he don't spend it on you.
We're talking about
and we are not justified people. It happens.
And it's about the rich man. It's not just like stingy because you are really the hustler.
And it doesn't only happen locally. It's something that's global. But you know, there have been so many cases of women who've been killing their husbands. You know, anytime she's cooking, and cases of a rich husband who's, as she says, is stingy, and you're there cooking, you think this is not the life.
I'm wondering how you're stingy and you're cooking. You know how she put it, like you're cooking just things.
No, she probably wants to
cooking
live like
and
a diva.
thinking about how you kill him. Yes.
Yeah, and this is a story that
he's stingy and y'all are rich.
Yeah, it emerged from a story in an ongoing court case in Mombasa about a woman who's been accused of trying to kill the husband twice. The first one she tried to poison. He came out through, and the second one, the second one,
when Jesus says no, on your death, nobody gonna kill you.
I mean, this woman attempts to kill me twice, and I'm still there.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't suspect it's her.
No,
because the second time, she got some,
until you die is on your part.
Yeah, she got some hitmen.
Oh, it wasn't
two
in
guys.
the food though.
Yeah, no, this is no, you know, the first one fails, you move on to the next one.
This is in Mombasa. Right?
Yeah,
No,
that was in
I
Mombasa.
saw the woman. The woman is Luo actually.
Yes.
I saw the,
Yes.
I saw the story. And I was so concerned because I'm just wondering, to a level where you must kill him. I mean, what just happened to
And you know,
Leslie?
even what
because he has money.
It's
So
because you're thinking, I am
I'll have all the
partner.
money.
Yeah.
And by the way, the lawyer in that story said
Yes.
they still inherit this money, even
Yes.
when
Even
they
if they
kill.
kill
him.
Yes, and they're taken to prison, they serve their term.
Yes.
They'll come back to the money.
Yeah,
if
she can
they're
come back.
released.
She can still come
because
back.
rightfully it's her
Yeah.
inheritance. It
Yeah.
doesn't
With
take
her
away
children,
from
yeah.
and her children.
Yeah, which
But
is
let's talk about the
very.
stingy men. Why do people accumulate all of this wealth and not want to?
But I mean,
Also have
if
their
I
loved
have
ones
money
enjoy
and you live in a good house, sleep on a good bed, and you know
That's
you have
the
your
end.
what else do
That's
you want?
it.
You leave the rest of the money in the bank.
I can send you to a good salon, to a good spa.
Send
What
me
else? What
Give
else
me
do
the
you
money.
want?
I go.
But who's
want
making
the
the money?
money.
I don't have to give you the
I want
money.
the
I just need to nipate na bank
I
and
want the
pesa.
money solo.
Give to me.
I want the money.
You sound like one of those stingy
Yeah, I think
husbands.
he is.
You know, you're like, atulanda happen how much? 20 bob.
Nitumie namba yake.
Nitumie nitamtumia. She doesn't want you to interact with the money.
Yes, for the pay bill.
Though, my girlfriend
Shame on
had
you for like
one.
that, yes.
My girlfriend had one, and the guy is well off, like he has 3 cars. So one time hers has stalled. You know, this can happen. Your car, it's just it's not starting. So if you're dating this guy, for crying out loud, surely he should be sending you the car. He was like, I'm sending the mechanic.
But
And
come on,
I've
you're
already-
married. What do you want the money for?
Surely, if
No, your car
I'm not
is
asking you to pay
tall.
any bills.
No,
I'm
he
sorting all
can't
your
even
bills.
give you his
Oh,
car.
you are commenting. Are you one of them?
No, honestly. I felt bad for her. Imagine.
It's very, very suspicious.
All of you are just
Because who
losing
do you
me.
want to sponsor?
All of you are losing me. Because
Sponsor, you're married.
Do you want to sponsor someone else? Is there
Solo, I
a
think, is on a
party?
different tangent.
no, let's get some things right first. We are married, so we accumulate.
Your things are mine.
We
Yeah.
accumulate work together. And I don't think Nairobian is talking about the backward woman, because Nairobian is a trendy,
Yes.
about town it and stuff.
Yes.
And this woman, I think she's educated. One, she can also try to make her money.
Exactly.
Whether I'm fixing her some business to make
Aye.
money or something, I don't think she's just sitting there every day. Unless this man is the kind of man who says, "Kaa kwa nyumba mimi nitakuletea pesa."
So you're saying each to make their own money. Is that what you're trying to
No,
imply?
I'm not saying that.
Because those 3 cars are mine.
Until
Actually, yeah.
until I get
And
to
you
a
should
point
take
whereby I have accumulated 3 cars and a number of story houses, and you're just there thinking I'm stingy, and you're just cooking like you're saying. You must be a
On that one, we agree to disagree.
Yeah, because really,
Clearly, the men just want to hold on. They're ours.
Yeah.
Fine, invest and be wise about your spending.
But these cases have
But
been on the rise. A lot of them are.
They're
are
killing
then we will
them
kill you
now.
twice, thrice. We will kill you.
But sadly, what happens is they get busted, and you end up serving.
Those people are
jail
not killing
terms.
well.
That's a
you want to teach them lessons.
Wewe cheka kwa Range Rover na upeane pay bill number.
Right,
Utumwe pesa.
The last I heard of this was when these girls down coast or would wait for the old tourists to die.
Yeah,
and
the very old ones.
and all that.
Like, wait it out.
Yeah.
Like how big you even want to remove the
like
When they get to you, like, oh,
Take your seat.
that is evil.
That's
It is
evil, man.
very evil.
And then they have crocodile tears.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens, but it does happen in this day and age.
Yeah.
Pray you're not one of those.
Yeah.
And check for signs that your wife could be plotting.
Yeah.
Hey, what are the signs?
Ask her to taste the food before she serves.
No. If she's
Kukula
Nigerian, she will taste it. Have you seen those Nigerian movies? Have you seen the Nigerian
You
movies
cannot
where they're
survive
tasting the
with
poison
food like that.
If it's enough, they want to kill the husband.
And
And
you
then they
taste the
taste the poison
poison.
like,
But you have the reverse happening. You
Yes.
have men trying to kill, like, these young boys who are with cougars, rich older women. Do you have them trying to kill them?
Mostly they'll not try to kill, they'll
Because
try
they're
to
not married.
swindle the cash.
Swindle.
Yeah, and then they'll take off.
Then
they
they'll
don't
take
care.
off.
Yeah. So
Alright.
they'll have the
you know,
property
women
attached
stay
to their
longer
name.
though.
You can
Regardless
stay
of
around,
how old
but,
you
yeah, money is
are. I'm still right there. In fact, you're growing older. And that's why they're there.
They also wait it up, but unless they're married, of course, then they have no
Yeah.
right in law to inherit.
Exactly.
Another story on the front page is Betty Bayo got pregnant by another man. Is it what Pastor Kanyari is now saying?
You see, there was this there's a circulated baby shower invitation, and you know she's been in the US for quite some time, and you know the Nairobian decided to contact Kenyari and say, sasa naona mnangojea baraka, seed karibu mazao. So well, he said he was equally surprised to see
her pregnant.
Yeah.
To see he was surprised.
But he didn't want to comment so much about it.
So wait, let's get it clear. You interviewed him. He said he's surprised to see his wife pregnant.
Yeah, and also seeing the baby shower
happening in the US.
Which is happening in the US. It's not going to be.
He doesn't have a branch there or something.
Kuna bado.
What's the church? The name of the church? The name of the church?
May I just remember the 310 seed?
63
Highway.
What's the name of the church?
No, this one here is it's not that one. This one is the other one. The name one is the Nganga.
Well, that's the Nganga. They really have the map.
Kenyari, may I just remember the 310?
So the seed is inside bio already. Actually germinating. However,
but also shockingly is that he also said that they're also still good friends and they're still talking, and he hopes that someday.
Maybe that's a good thing. I like the thing about friends. What is this?
I mean,
I'm as of my agents.
This woman defended her.
Agents.
You know, she defended him all the way, and she's a good mama.
She did. When she did that interview at the height of
good. I saw it.
A baby is coming, and so thank God in heaven. Let's
but
wait for a
they're married,
miracle.
or did they separate? And if a baby shower is already happening, it's not been that long.
We have a UFO in the studio, guys.
But
yes, there's an alien.
but you know, I was almost feeling that what we
please track it down.
what we need to know about the only person who has the biggest truth in this one is a woman. Not Kenyan. I think it's Betty who knows.
The
of course, she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
The Bible
Let's
is
move on along.
full of stories that God did in many miraculous ways. Probably this could be another miracle, or send somebody.
But she's had a very successful tour in the US. She's been touring very many.
And that takes you to the jokes that have been going around, like some things are just God makes things happen. Like the joke about Jonah and the fish, and what would the wife say?
That killed me.
You know, what would the wife say after 3 days of disappearance?
Let's move on to page 2. I know, with the rains,
like I was inside a fish.
Like, lady, I survived a fish, and you're going to ask me where I've been. 10 freshly minted Kenyan proverbs. I found this one interesting.
Very
one
interesting.
of my favorite pages on the Nairobian is page 2.
Yeah.
Because it talks about some of the ridiculous things we say. So a proverb is a simple and concrete saying popularly known and repeated that expresses a truth based on common sense. So these are 10 freshly minted ones that we Kenyans have come up with. Which one is your favorite? I was just about to call, you know, and somebody's just like, I was just about to call.
Yeah, when phone call rings and you're like, especially
when they owe you money.
Yeah, but my favorite one is
you're waiting for the month to come, and guys will just be like, no job up, look around.
Yeah.
And pesa inki.
But they were made network.
Yeah. My favorite is the one Tuma na kutoa. I think everybody has experienced that one.
No, I think I like the one of traffic jam mostly.
Because traffic jam is just always
so many people who as in you're still
and
you're probably jammed. You know, you were together at Yaya. Probably left together.
Probably in the house.
You know,
And David, it is on with. We'll go to number 7 and we won't say it.
Oh yeah, we won't say number 7.
God. You know, I have just finished.
But I think we have so many others that some were even left out, because there's another popular one that Ingia WhatsApp. Have you seen that one?
Ingia WhatsApp.
Ingia WhatsApp.
But what happens?
So that
because
of bundles.
It's Telegram, my friend.
No, you see, but that one has not. Bundles.
No, but you saw this thing that WhatsApp could be introducing, this thing that shows who you're chatting with, like Sophia chatting with Michael.
Instead of just chatting.
Just chatting. Or typing.
No.
Typing or chatting with Michael.
That is now type.
I don't know why they're doing
it. Before it's just typing, now it's
guys need to go back to Kabambe.
My friend.
Yeah. I think many people
will go back
to
now.
No, Telegram is the way.
Yeah.
it vanishes. You set a timer and it cannot be forwarded. And that is for people who have secrets.
Oh, we have a new trick.
Now we're going to have secrets.
So good morning.
There are no secrets
Everyone
in
has
this world. I don't think there are any secrets in this world.
No, not on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
The secret is within you. The minute it leaves,
No, the minute you're telling somebody about it,
No longer a
and they're
secret.
just itching, they just sit it down saying,
and that is why these people who are releasing sex tapes and pictures, talk to us about, there's a new one?
yes,
Yeah.
there's a new one.
Who is it?
There are enough sex tapes in town now.
Yeah, but barely after DJ Cream's sex tape leaked.
Yeah.
Now we have nude photos of socialite Vanessa Chattel that were leaked early in the week.
Yeah.
I think she just leaked them.
No, she didn't. She had said that she fell out with the photographer. And those photos were private. She had paid for them. She had made sure that she deleted them.
It's good to listen to Vanessa, and it's a story that we have in Pulp, because we really talk to her. You don't just see photos of a young girl who is trying to make a life, and just 2 months after she said
Trying to make a life taking naked pictures.
I will explain. I will explain it. And Vanessa had sort of quote not so straight life.
Yeah.
And she came out and said, well, I used to have a girlfriend.
Yes.
And this girlfriend is the girl you are seeing the hand on the other side. And we have other photos where both of them are being seen.
They're saying there are more photos.
And I used to date this girl, if you know what I'm talking about. But they did part ways. This girl is not even in Kenya. And when they were doing these photos, they were very confidential photos of them, the way you would have your own little photos. No, let me finish.
Your own little
And
professional
now,
photos.
that time Vanessa was another Vanessa.
Yes.
And 2 months ago she came out and said, you know what, guys, I'll tell you the truth. And she's the girl we're talking about cocaine and all those things.
And dating an
she said,
old
I want
man.
to change my life. And it's funny that it's after this that these photos come out. I don't think she would generally be the one leaking the photos for that matter.
Personally, and I'll always say this, I think that many people who want to be a certain way, just be straight about it. Because the other side of the story is as well that there is nothing that has totally changed about her. Truly, I also know her. Actually, one of my friends, Beatrice, knows her and her mother and her grandmother.
But are you not judging her?
I'm not. But I'm just saying that we can't assume on this end. We
Mm-hmm.
can't assume on this end that somebody is always somewhere trying to make your life difficult. Sometimes it's good to just say, "Oh, I was careless with them." And therefore they have come out. Yes, because now who is that if she's not in Kenya? And I saw those other photos elsewhere where she was at the headline was like, I wanted to show that I'm not perfect because of the cellulite that you actually get to see on that. So which is the truth?
We were looking at those photos with Stevens this morning, and we were thinking,
You are looking at those
I think they are
photos of
linked.
Stevens this morning.
I think they are
For the
linked.
sake of this interview.
You are doing a research.
They were actually looking
We were
at
doing the research and just thinking, because the photos look professional, and
they were not washed out. You can't see the
They're not
cellulite.
professional. Look at picture I'd take.
well, it looks like the setup is a studio.
We'll check that.
The setup is a studio.
And you actually just
All right,
go
let's
naked.
move on along. So there's a tape. Who else has decided to entertain
The Big
people?
Brother Africa girl. You remember we talked about her the other time when she was almost assaulted by a taxi guy, and she came out. And
Anne?
yes,
And Baru.
yeah,
So it's online?
yes, it's out.
And
Zico available.
It's available.
and what is she saying? Has she said anything? Why are you guys being edgy about this?
Because she's not.
Still having breakfast.
You know the thing about.
I'm not saying describe it. I'm just asking the circumstances under which this has, come out,
On
and
this one
has she
though.
spoken?
On this one though, she's she's very sassy. She's one of those people who will be in your face. I do not think she is gonna deny.
How you behaving as you've seen and you like them?
No. I think that woman for me is always one of those women who just goes straight on to the point. She is
not gonna mince her words.
No, and that's no wonder she was in the house.
But again, why would you like? Well, and that brings you to your point again. Would you go to studio and take nude?
Well, a lot of girls are doing that.
What are they planning?
Why is the culture?
A lot of girls are doing that. A lot of
Art.
yes.
They are calling it.
Yeah. A lot of girls are doing
we
that.
move a certain way and then
Yeah, you
No,
just.
it's just you and the photographer.
Just lie there,
and then he's going to tell you how to
painting.
pose.
me
So
and a photographer.
You and a photographer.
They're meant for who? I'm supposed to pin them in the house.
No, they are for personal use.
Or in the future when I grow old, like I used to.
Yeah,
install
it's TBT.
Yeah, you see, you guys are old school. That clearly is the next level. That's where
Yeah.
this world is heading.
I think it's interesting. You know,
And
Kim did that for the, you know, for Kanye, for his eyes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Kim again.
Meanwhile, I don't know if there's any other big story inside the Nairobian, but
there's
there
another one
was
that Solo was talking about.
one more.
The other man in your wife's life.
Yes.
You know.
that's a good one. So who are the
capital
other
feature.
men for the married men out there?
I mean,
Want
you know,
to listen?
sometimes men, you know, suffer in pain, which they cannot
In silence.
really
That's
do anything
page.
about.
In silence.
That's on, this on page
28,
28, which is the capital feature. And you see, Kate McKay is actually focusing on those men who it's really so bitter, but there's nothing you can do.
They
They're so
interact
close,
with wives.
they're so close with your wife, you know.
Yeah, and
someone
they're
like a
not even-
gynecologist. You see, anytime you see your gynecologist calling your wife, you cannot hang up because you never know.
An issue.
Maybe there's an issue here that
Things
needs to
are
be
things.
So
sorted.
gynecologist, who else?
We have the gym instructor,
The gym instructor.
or the
Yeah, the
swimming
gym,
trainer,
the swimming trainer,
yeah,
The hairdresser.
yeah,
the
hairdresser,
hairdresser,
yeah, the taxi guy,
the taxi
The
guy.
mechanic.
the mechanic.
This reminds me of how people, you know how when you're trying to hide who you're talking to or
Yeah.
how you save a number?
Yeah, and you save it.
You say,
Owino, mechanic.
Owino mechanic.
Owino mechanic.
Or tuk-tuk.
Kumbe
Or
it's from Pango.
Yeah,
So,
so
are the other men in your wife's life an issue as such
It's
for men?
potential.
Well, it's potential because you never know. She can easily get close to them because you see, someone like your pastor, okay, someone who's mentored your wife, your wife and you.
It's possible.
You know,
Yeah.
and she thinks he's really
perfect.
a cool guy,
Yeah.
you know, who listens and he always has a solution to any problem that you have. And, you know, every time he calls and she
the guy who calls you when you're down.
exactly, and there's nothing you can do about it
Like,
because you cannot start telling your pastor wewe wachanga kupigia vyangu hivyo
yeah.
kwa sababu miracles
praying.
might stop working, you know.
But also it is also possible that there would be women in a man's life.
Yeah.
So they would be like which
That
one?
would be
Mama
which
Nguo?
one?
Well,
Mama Nguo.
If when you're still dating, I think.
Yeah, when you're still dating.
Yeah, because then once you've married, I don't think the Mama Nguo you decide on. And then you decide on who will
Well,
watch.
she might bring one that's just killing it.
No, but you know, now that you're saying the people in your man's wife, you've seen the recent divorce, Gwen Stefani and the husband, and the nanny.
And then
Nani.
so the nanny stories happen. Anyway,
They happen.
there was something else before we go to the pulse. We're going there shortly. Robert Alai versus Caroline Mutoko. Ding ding!
Hallelujah.
So why was he insulting or up in her business? Where did it start?
Just an article, right?
Just an article.
Yeah.
I mean, you know Robert Alai to be a very hard-hitting guy. And the one not supporting this particular issue, I like the way he just bold to say things the way he does. Say things, because only him can say such things. Two, sometimes I would feel his own opinion, of course, he goes overboard, and sometimes, as much as you're moving against the current, sometimes it doesn't work. And I think this time he just hit somebody who is one of those ladies we know as an iron lady.
Yes.
Who just reversed the old psychology, and I don't think it works for like this.
I like the way she, you know, she made that comeback. It almost made him look bad.
Let me read for you some of what she said. I've got it.
And you're really doing it in, you know.
Yes.
I mean, what else do you expect of Caroline?
Yeah.
It has come to my attention that a lot of nasty things are being said about Robert this morning. This simply must stop. Robert Alai Onyango is a lovely gentleman of very clear passions and astute thinking.
Please.
I'm clear. I'm sure whatever he had to say about me can only be commendable.
Yes.
Pretty, flowery, and wonderful.
Yes.
Anything else can only be a result of a hack on his account or a creation of malicious people trying to taint a live image. I do know that what he thinks of me and speaks of often in glowing terms.
Yes.
Robert, here's a kiss
So poetic.
and a smile to assure you that I don't believe the nasty things being said about you.
And it was pretty.
I think that was
How do you
really,
come back from
it
that
was
one?
really smart.
was
It
pretty.
just makes you shut up.
But you know, here's the thing. Anybody else, whether it's Robert Alai or it's any of the vloggers who are up and coming, I do not think that any time you're disagreeing with an opinion, then you have got to drag private parts and people's moms and attack someone's person. Whether I am the person who 1,002 men are passing through, that is my own, and it is okay, and there's nothing wrong with it because I'm not borrowing yours in order for me to go and get there. Right. So whether I'm not as educated as you want me to be, that is my own limitation. It does not impact on you. I am not the president of the country. You know, I'm not, you know, a public servant or anything. So you don't go and attack. And this has been happening where women are involved.
Exactly.
You get
sexuality.
It becomes you're sleeping with so-and-so, or you slept with 1,000 men. Whose whatever did you take? So that it's a big deal that they need it back. It is your own.
Moral authority.
Yeah. It's not. It shouldn't be. We should be able to deal with issues. We can disagree. Let us disagree on issues. Because it's a coward that will not then debate you or take you on issues and revert to something else. Because then they're just below the belt. Why? Because they can't stand up to an argument that's issue-based. Look at what we've seen, some of what we've seen. And then it has become about women. It came out, and it was not just really about Alai. It was about several other people. If you went now to check other bloggers, other people who are commenting on it, and they were men. And surely when you want to hit somebody on their child, their mom, their parents, their people, their body, it's not, that wasn't the fact. The fact was, if she thinks there is corruption vis-a-vis what is there, that is what needed to be. And opinion is free.
All agree.
Opinion is free, and facts are sacred. So bring facts. And then let opinion be.
Or say say what you have to say.
And I like how she made the comeback and the response, because I think everyone was waiting to see, is this going to be another war?
She says, I say, you know, kind of.
And I remember something when
she just shut it down.
Jeff Konange once told me, I remember when we were working together at K24, and something had happened, and he was like, you know how you're furious, and you're like, this person can do this, and it's like, that's not how you go about it.
Yes.
Meet this person, be the sweetest, can be like, hey, it's so nice to see you. You look amazing. You know, like, shut it down. They'll be there. You get confused, because they're like, no, they're confused. Because they expected all the heat, all this anger, you know, vitriol, but there you are, sweet, nice. You don't give power. Don't give power.
It's like sending a mosquito a kiss.
Two things arise. Three things arise from this: the feminist beat, the sensational beat, and also another point that would be bloggers. And I'm saying this when I'm a writer, writing files. Many times we'd write gossip and we'd just touch on people's lives. But end of the day, let it be the truth, and let it be in a very balanced way that I know whatever I said was nothing but the truth.
And in case you have anything,
but the culture where I would say something to hurt you and also to get numbers and for me to be followed doesn't work really. End of the day, you just think I'm also a human. You know, this could as well happen to me. And why so when somebody goes ahead and print things online and all that, because they try to reach out to Solo and try to you know, get some money from you because I'm threatening you. I have some dossier about you, and if you don't sell me ABCD or if you don't M-Pesa me this kind of money, I will print it. And I say go ahead. And I think sometimes really this has to get some control.
But I think it's one way that.
And there's someone who threatened me with that.
I think it's a desperate.
Imagine. I was like, go ahead.
Like a desperate like crime did.
Because if you know, go ahead.
I think it's a desperate survival tactic for bloggers, mostly. I don't want to say like all of them, because some of them are credible, but we've seen a lot of blogs that come up with some stories and you really wonder.
But the worst part also is, yes, so they start this, which is really bad in and of itself, but then the people who jump onto the bandwagon, millions, thousands of followers, you know, behind this computer or their phones, and the evil things they go on saying, you know, it's like, it's not like a person, it's just like something you're just talking about. You don't even know the background or whatever, and people just
but if you think about it, sometimes I think
crazy.
Some people are bitter because of how people have achieved. How people have
let's
achieved.
Move on.
Great.
Paul has some beef.
No, the beef is these guys. We're talking about Octopizzo, Rabbis, and Calligraph, and Solo was there at Carnival where the big event was for Janet.
Janet Ikwa.
The One Nation
Yeah,
campaign.
the One Nation
And these guys who have been fighting, musically talking.
We're all hanging out together.
We're all hanging out together, and if you look at the picture, they are page 4.
Just a musical.
You will just see them laughing together, and you're thinking, how did you guys hook up? Like
how did you hook up
because
after?
They would go to shows, and one of them is on that side, the one is on this side. At one point, Octopizo was asked about Calligraph's music, and he said, "Who is Calligraph?"
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Shots fired.
You know, and they were hanging together, and we just had to interview them, and they said, "Well, there's beef, there's no beef, there's beef, and there's no beef, so beef season continues."
The beef season continues.
You know, we've had Rabbit releasing Kichinjio, where he was attacking all rappers, saying he's the best. Well, we've also had
around
Calligraph, around 254, and Octopizo came with his own as well, dissing Calligraph, saying, you know, he died, no, he's just some guy with some fake accent from Kayole and stuff like that. You know, it was really heated up. They could not see eye to eye even at events.
But did you see it on Twitter though? The one that was started by Giuliani.
Yeah.
That was like
that one. Yeah.
What is that? Interesting. The tweets.
Yeah.
Between the 4 of them.
About a few days ago,
it's been going
he
on.
even posted a photo saying King Kaka is the king.
Yeah.
King Kaka.
He's the king. But you know, it just shows that the industry is growing, because, well, beef should just be a way of seeing who is more.
It's a lyrical thing.
Yeah, it's a lyrical thing. Yeah. Who's more of a mastery of the art? Okay, not something so personal. So
we probably want to have an event.
So I don't mind seeing them laughing together and tomorrow doing a diss track and seeing if they can merge and do a song together.
Meanwhile, that concert was great. People showed up for Janet. It was beautiful. I managed to catch some of it. So that was, it really is beautiful that, you know, out of her struggle and what she's been going through, you know, she's had this strength and this life within that has been able to encourage, inspire very many other people to come and support her. And I like also that it's not just about supporting her. She talks about the children at KNH. They're also with cancer and some of the funding going there. So really, you know, standing with Janet, she's really one strong. She's a beautiful soul.
And it was great seeing comedians, artists, media personalities, everybody, all the stakeholders in the entertainment industry, you know, showing up and you know, rallying behind her support and stuff like that. The concert went until late. You understand? A lot of artists, a lot of performances going on. I know at some point she got overwhelmed when she went on stage and saw how big the crowd was, and you know, she couldn't hold her tears back. But I think it's more inspiring for her, and it gives hope even for the kids and any other person.
She's an inspiration to
she had just landed from India that morning, and she made it for the concert.
Was it that morning? Because she was on show on Friday. She had not landed that morning.
I think she had landed about.
She was a few days before, not that day, because she was on Larry Sean. She was interviewed on Friday, so she had been around for a couple of days. But our continue to stand with the Janet. We should really definitely pray that
strong woman.
What else is big before we move from the pulsation?
A lot of stories, and again, as we always say, juicy and all that. Go and get your copy of the Standard today. We're talking about the Pulse Music Video Awards coming soon, and so it's another highlight right in the Pulse today. There are guys who have been saying videos.
It's been overwhelming.
Just to go on the online thing, and it's crazy. And we just highlighted some of the videos that have already come through. And today is a big media launch here at the Standard Group. But above all those things, we have Prezo talking and just saying more money, more problems, and just confessing what's been happening. And she has an issue with, is he really saying the truth or not? But again, just to close it, a lot of our cover story, we're just talking about the sponsor.
The sponsor?
Yes.
Yeah, the sponsor. The girl in campus who doesn't want to stay in the hostels anymore.
No, guys in campuses nowadays don't stay in the hostel. The only first years stay in the hostel.
Afterwards,
nowadays,
until they figure it out.
After they open up, you know, they know how it happens and how it goes. They always tend to move into a bigger house, you know, in probably in a bigger place close to the university. But you ask yourself why, and why is all this money coming?
She wants to confirm who the sponsor.
Why do you have a problem with You have a problem with it?
No, we don't have a problem. So we just came and dug about it and realized.
Now, what do you
don't have a problem with it?
I don't know what, I mean, to each their own. What do you think about the sponsored business?
You know,
people having sponsors?
It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
If there was
You're
no
getting
demand,
something,
yeah,
they're getting something.
Yeah, you know, if somebody is getting something from you, willingly. 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 Yeah, there's nobody forcing anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
No, there's no problem.
So let's talking about moral issues now.
Which moral issues?
This guy is 65.
They're legal.
A lot of married men have been busted there. A lot of politicians have been busted there.
Anybody who's legal is legal. And anybody who's not legal. Here's the thing.
Okay, define a sponsor. Let's start there. Because in my head, this is an... Anyway, that's what was in my head.
Define a sponsor is this guy who is a bit, say he's married, a bit of age, say you're talking about guys who are...
So he's married.
Yeah.
He's married.
Okay.
He has money.
Okay.
He's of age and all that.
Okay.
Maybe has a big job. And is now dating.
Is that even dating?
No, wait.
So a sponsor has to be married?
I'll explain. No, I'll explain
most sponsors are married.
This guy...
Can a sponsor not be married? Sorry.
He cannot be. He can also
Yeah.
not
Then
be
the one who
married.
gets married is okay.
That's
right?
a boyfriend.
He's the one who's told this girl, of course I'm taking care of your needs. This girl has a daddy and a mama somewhere at home who take care of those needs for Poti to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And says
They'll buy you a big house, and when they're living in a one room,
go somewhere Kahawa
Where I can come and park
where
my
I can
car.
come and park my car over the weekend without people having to look at who's this done outside the hostels over the weekend and taking care of things.
Yeah.
And that's what the campus boy is also saying. Our girls have been taken.
Yeah.
There's how.
Why are they not being taken?
They bought shares.
They
there, girl.
Yeah.
No, they find a sponsor even then. To each his own. I think at the end of the
I didn't
day...
say that on you.
But really, let me tell you. Things have moved on.
Yeah.
If this girl knows she can be able to, and some of them, I think sometimes we just imagine that they're sponsors. I've seen young girls who are in apartments and who are working on weekends, on a lot of things. They're models, they're doing things, but then people like to look at them and think somebody's sponsoring them. So I wouldn't just put all of them there and say there's sponsorship.
No, we're talking about the ones who are already confessed in
Yeah.
fact.
Oh, they did.
That we even know how much they're being given every month. Yeah, it's even
But if you look at it morally,
Good for them.
Oh, the moral.
the moral bit of it is what happens when the sponsor leaves and she cannot maintain that lifestyle? Can you imagine what she can come up with? Because what happens now in that scenario is
So you're advising them to have plan B.
We hope they're sharp.
they end up having plan B, which when it doesn't work, they end up selling their bodies.
si sponsor ni tu miaka ine alafu
Hata hisikani saa
You
zingine.
need to be able to be saving. Sure, I
Because,
think we need to be talking to
a
them
sponsor
about
has other
saving.
duties and obligations. Probably has a family, probably has what? And when you become too close...
Why you give me
No, I want us to talk to the girls to save.
Yeah. So when the sponsor goes, just like any
Life after sponsor.
exactly, even an event, even a football team, when the sponsor leaves, they struggle.
because they've already saved money. They've been
sponsor.
Yeah.
open an account.
So you
when
don't
the
know how
sponsors
much
are
it is.
on.
And that's why they end up.
How much money?
She said 80,000.
There's a chick who says
You're being
8,000.
given 80,000 every month. You're not saving.
Every month it's 80,000. This guy just says, and I'm liking it. And there's no way I'm getting out of this guy's life. You know, my sponsor gives me shillings that 80,000 every month to pay my house rent, which is 25,000. That's the house rent, and the rest she just makes her hair and everything, and the sponsor is satisfied.
Does she save?
Does she save?
She didn't say that bit.
You didn't ask.
They
So
had
that is
to
where
say.
you need to follow up story.
What they had to do
Life after sponsor.
is terrible.
Yeah. Coming soon.
It's
I do not want to get involved in that conversation. So read about this sponsors in Pulse. Campus Love is
And
the...
they should get back to us and tell us,
How it
is
went.
the sponsor working?
yeah, the struggles after the
And the
sponsor
boys who
goes.
don't have any more girlfriends
Yeah,
today.
there you have it. That's the story. It's in the Pulse. When you grab yourself a copy of the Standard today, it will be in there free of charge for you. And also you can buy the Nairobian as well today for very many interesting stories. So what you all up to this weekend? Solo man. You're going to be alone.
Something interesting, I think there will be a good concert going down, the Koroga Festival.
Oh yeah,
It's the
where?
9th edition. I think it's at
Arboretum.
And we'll be having, Kidu, Matemi, or Alikiba. I think Alikiba. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not having for so long.
Yeah, so I think that will be something nice to attend. I'm
That's what
looking
you're going to
forward
be
that.
attending?
Yes.
And what else? He
And-
wants a naughty person. By the way. He always looks mischievous. Like those plans. His plans are you cannot talk about it.
I'll try and be very nice with you. I'll try and be
Because I naughty child, I know it's you. Adiambo?
Actually, I was also planning Koroga, but also there is 2 fashion events that are really good this weekend. Actually 3. There is fashion and lifestyle, and then there is another fashion showcase, and then there is Mikasa, who's relaunching her line, which is really nice. I like the way fashion has now become a big part of this country, and you can be able to get fashionable as we all always get here. And look, so I'm looking forward to that. But also, he owes us tickets to that
Tickets
thing.
for the
So-
ball.
You know, I could upgrade to VIP today for Spectre, so please.
I must,
Stevens.
please save me.
All right.
Yes, and we are calling you in an hour. You know.
Me and my girlfriends. Just not 2 tickets.
The girlfriends are coming. Let's do it then.
Oh, now you are.
No, I like.
I said girlfriends. Why do you want to come with us?
Another
What are
show
you up
that
to?
is going down this weekend is Avril, our
Tomorrow, by the way.
Mention
she has a Skylark.
She's gonna have AY there, right?
AY is gonna be there.
Yeah, AY is gonna be
and
there.
I think it's gonna be a really nice show, and that's something I'm looking forward to. She says she wants to give her fans all that they're waiting for quite some time, and I think she's just been quiet for quite some while, and I don't think she'll disappoint. So
She's
Avril
a
for
beautiful
me,
girl.
She
the weekend
doesn't
tomorrow
usually.
is a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, now then it's packed.
So you
The
guys
weekend
are
is
packed
full.
weekend.
Yeah.
That's good. Take care. Make sure
So
you
we have movie with the girls.
Then we have
And then
No.
we have Real.
then we have Koroga.
Who are the
And
we have fashion.
Come on, we are a team.
We are not.
We do this together.
No, but also what's interesting, Christmas is almost here.
Yeah.
You know, I've just been seeing the Christmas
Did you see
decorations in
the
the
decorations?
And the
mall.
mood is
In
building
the
up.
mood, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you see the one while I drove here? I saw the mall, these ones, the capital one.
Capital, but they used to start
what
in
is this with
October.
them?
No.
Start early,
They used
by
to
the way,
start,
yeah.
like last year was, I think, in October. I was
Yeah.
like,
I just
guys,
saw that
what's
today.
going on?
I just saw that today. I was like, huh? It's here?
Last year was crazy.
They
I was
used
like,
to do
really?
it for the Muhindi parties, and then it goes to Christmas.
Oh, then
Oh, but they are the Diwali.
Diwali. Why are you calling them?
It's not Muhindi party.
That's
Diwali.
And it's also,
Very
it's also
bad.
29 days to count down to my birthday.
Oh, when's your birthday?
It's on December 12th.
Oh,
Where is it going to be?
where are we holding?
Take us
We're
out
gonna
of town.
No, we'll do a big concert at the carnival.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So we're bringing down a
I'm
big
throwing
concert.
over for solo because now the Plaza ones are happening
On the-
December 11th.
Yeah.
So it's
So the night
moving
is
on.
Yeah.
So
we
we'll
do that
start on
tonight.
11th.
Yeah.
Big stars coming
Yeah.
from
So
that
now
side
we're
of
doing
the-
28 days to the Paris.
And 29
Then
days
9
to
days
Solo's
to
party.
Solo's.
You'll be turning how old? Men do not shy away from saying that age, brother.
I'm 32 now.
32. And still single.
No, he's all right.
And searching.
I'm good.
No, it's okay.
When is your birthday?
Oh, it's on 16th of March. We will deal with it next year.
July is not so
And you,
far.
child?
July is not far.
And you?
Alright.
July.
I'm a May baby.
Oh,
So then
maybe.
we'll have to, we'll
Let's
deal
talk
with
next
them.
year.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll deal
Let's
when
deal
we
with
get our
solo
first
first,
solo.
and then we will have that cake and we'll eat it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, guys. It's always great to hang out with you. Getting a lot of messages of guys watching, even in Dar es Salaam. My
Wow.
friend Oliver, shout out.
Yeah.
Hello.
And guys,
Yeah.
with Museveni,
So how
and
much
she told the
Museveni?
stories in the paper too.
The new song.
Oh, the
And new song.
has a new song.
Here's the new song.
He's crazy.
Ahead of
I
the
love it. They're
election.
shooting the video.
The guy is crazy.
Oh, they're shooting the video.
I liked the other one. I've not had this one, but the Sebo one was good. Yes, Sebo. How was it going?
This one is hot.
It's hotter.
Yeah.
Do one another. Do another round.
You know,
And I love the way you say it like that. You know, that's like, you know,
Do you want another?
They should invite us for the video or shoot.
You know.
I'd like to be there with him sagging and everything.
You're gonna sag?
No, Museveni would sag. I mean,
All right, let's go. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
You
I'll see you next
too.
week. And you at home as well, please get your Nairobian copy and the Pulse inside the Standard. That's it for Morning Express. It's been a great week with you. On behalf of the team, thank you so much for joining us every morning. We love your company. I hope you enjoy your weekend. We'll see you on Morning Express on Monday. But stay with us because I'm coming back in about 3 minutes or so on News Hour. So stay with KTM.